family and friends, the faculty of Moorpark College and the Ventura County Community College District, it is my great pleasure to introduce our honored guests. President of Moorpark College, Luis Sanchez. Vice President of Business Services, Ms. Sylvia Barajas. Dean of Student Learning, Dr. Norman Martin. Interim Dean of Student Learning, Dr. Carol Machida. Next, I would like to introduce the nursing faculty and staff. It is their dedication and encouragement that help make it possible for the graduates to be before you this evening. Professor R.G. Clifford. Professor Michelle Dietrich. Professor Jenny Joy. Professor Linda Wozell. Professor Jamie Patsy. Professor Olga Mashnev. Professor Delila Sankaran. Professor Autumn Muntz Olson. Professor May Roa. Our very supportive Skills Lab staff, Ms. Carol Fox. And Ms. Sarah Cornelson. Thank you everyone for your patience with and support of these future registered nurses. I'd like to now introduce the Fall 2017 class presidents, Jennifer LaSalle and Alexander Kelly.
Come on, Alexander! Woo! That's my boy!
Welcome. My name is Jennifer LaSalle, and I've had the honor of being co-president of our student body for the last 2 years alongside Alexander Kelly. I would first like to thank my class and faculty for allowing me this opportunity to speak tonight on behalf of the nursing program. It is truly an honor to be standing here not just in front of my class and faculty, but also all of our family and friends who have been supporting us on this journey. When we started this program, we all heard about the stories and struggles of how difficult nursing school was going to be. How little we would see our family and friends, all of the sleepless nights we would spend studying, the inevitable tears we would all shed, and how our classmates would become a second family. However, I don't think any of us sincerely understood how very true all these things would be until we actually embarked upon this journey together and began to experience them all firsthand. Although, yes, all the stories and struggles we heard about are very much so true and present throughout the nursing program, I believe we would all agree the most significant challenge we faced was much bigger and on a much larger scale than what any of us could have possibly anticipated. From the moment we began the nursing program to this very moment here on stage tonight, there was a dramatic, yet necessary, complete transformation that occurred within each and every one of us, not just as nursing students, but as people. Over the last few years, we have received an unbelievable amount of extensive academic education and training. But this transformation was well beyond that of the obvious nursing textbook knowledge. It was more importantly from within ourselves and our character. We have all transformed into now nurses. Many would ask, what exactly does it mean to transform into a nurse? Being a nurse is much more than a title. It is a deep-rooted process that occurs from within an individual. a complete and profound transformation of how we view people and the value of life. It is a more meaningful understanding of the need to always maintain integrity, compassion, empathy, and as our professor Dalila Sankran taught us all, unconditional positive regard towards others. Compassion being undoubtedly one of the most essential and important attributes that a nurse must hold. Compassion is just as crucial as all the scientific and technical skills we've been taught. Nurses do not just alleviate illnesses and injuries. We also look at our patient as a whole, as a human being, and we value their intrinsic self-worth. A nurse becomes the voice of a patient who's voiceless and the advocate of those who cannot advocate for themselves. As a nurse, it is our duty and responsibility to ensure that every one of our patients is treated with the utmost care and compassion while always maintaining their dignity. To be a nurse is truly an honor. It is a privilege for us to serve those in their time of need, what is often the most difficult time in our patients' lives. I believe we would all agree that these last few years have been the most challenging yet rewarding years of our lives. It has taken dedication, determination, and sacrifice to make it onto the stage tonight. It has also taken an immense amount of our time. So thank you to all of you sitting here tonight who have been missing your loved ones for the last few years. Thank you for being on this journey with us. We could not have done it without all of your love and support. Thank you to our professors for teaching us how to be a nurse. This transformation would have never occurred without you. You have shown us tremendous guidance and patience. You have invested and committed not only your time, but your hearts into our education to ensure that we all become the best nurses we can possibly be. In the years to come, I am confident that we will all reflect upon these high standards and ideals that have been instilled in us. And not only will we continue to hold on to these nursing values we have been taught, but we will also grow to appreciate the foundation in which we were provided. On behalf of our class, we would like to thank you all for teaching us, believing in us, and most importantly, being role models of what the true definition of nursing is. On the closing note, I would like to share a quote by Johann Wolfgang van Goethe. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. Over the last 2 years, we have been applying all that has been taught. Now, here tonight, the Moorpark College nursing class of 2017 stands before all of you with willing hearts and ready to do. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. That was excellent. Faculty and guests, classmates, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alexander Harrison Kelly. I'm co-president of the Moorpark College Student Nurse Association, and tonight I have the honor, along with Jennifer LaSalle, speaking on behalf of the Moorpark College Nursing Class of 2017. There will be quite a few angels getting their wings tonight, rather nurses getting their pins. I'm here to tell you just a little bit of what we went through and how we did it tonight. To say that we went through obstacles and limits would just be a horrible understatement. For example, in theory, we had tests every other week, which means we had to read, memorize, and understand and apply the information of that week and get ready to take the test the next week, which means we had to be flexible, we had to be intelligent, and we had to be determined. We had to maintain the sense of urgency needed to overcome those tests. And in clinicals, it was no different. Except also in clinicals, we had the added pressure of performing these tasks with the education that we learned for people, with their families watching us, and our nurse educators watching us too. The pressure was immense and almost insurmountable, however we did it. But the greatest psychological tool, rather the greatest tool in a nurse's arsenal is therapeutic communication. the ability to put your needs aside to help the person in front of you in their worst hour, the ability to listen and be vulnerable, and at the end of the relationship, be ready to move on to the next person, because that's what you have to do as a nurse. You have to be ready to care 100% for that person and get ready to move on to the next person, because everybody deserves an equal amount of care. And how did we accomplish that? Well, through patience. Through patience, we had empathy. The ability to take yourself out of your own shoes and try and understand the other person's situation. And beyond empathy, we developed compassion, which was the combination of empathy and patience, so that we could deliver the excellent care that these human beings deserve. How did we do it? Well, we dug deep into ourselves and we realized what mattered most to us, and we pushed through. And then in the beginning, we were simply individuals chasing a dream. But over the semesters, we became much stronger than that. So strong that if somebody was in a difficult hour, we would put our lives on hold and do whatever we can to bring that person to success. And although our efforts weren't 100% successful, we gave everything we had, and we regret nothing. And let that be a testament to how we will care for patients, how we will care for human beings. But it wasn't just leaning on each other. We have the support of this wonderful faculty and staff that you see in front of you. From the administrative assistants to the nurse educators who devoted their time and would answer emails, phone calls, texts, letters, what have you. In fact, I'm sure if they had the ability to communicate with us telepathically, they would. We just have to wait for the technology to come out. But you know what? That's just goes to show you how dedicated these people are. And we, as the class of 2017, are a living testament to their hard work and effort. If nurses be considered angels, the nurse educators be considered archangels, the cream of the crop, truly the best of the best. And we have the honor of being taught by them. But there is one last group of people that I have not yet to thank, and that is you people in the audience. The audience of friends, family, and those no longer with us. We didn't get here by ourselves, you know. We didn't just bust out of the ground like some vegetable, and here we are as nurses. No. You are the beginning of our compassion, of our love, and of our kindness. You are the shoulders and the arms that propped us up through these last years. You were the fuel, the reason for us to go on, to push through and surpass our limits, becoming someone more magnificent and substantial than we had ever dreamed or thought possible. You have made us registered nurses. And on behalf of the Moorpark College Nursing Class of 2017, I thank you. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Jenny Joy and Mrs. Cornelson for the recognition of our volunteers of this fantastic program.
Thank you. As professional nurses, we have the opportunity to heal the heart, mind, soul, and body of our patients, their families, and ourselves. The author and poet Maya Angelou so often been quoted with her words, "They may forget your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel, how you made them feel. They may not remember who you were, but they will remember the love and support felt when it was needed the most." Our students have had many opportunities to provide service in our community, and we would like to recognize them for their efforts today. The services performed by our fall 2017 Moorpark College nursing graduates have supported community health events such as house screenings at the Simi Valley and Fillmore Senior Centers, flu clinics throughout eastern Ventura County, as well as worked with the American Red Cross. In addition, they have supported their underclassmen through clinical mentorship and peer tutoring, and they have represented the nursing program in on-campus events throughout our campus community. Over 70% of this class volunteered more than 20 hours during their time in this nursing program, for a total of over 1,300 hours. Volunteering strengthens the health of the community through disease prevention and awareness. It supports organizations that influence wellness and promotes the community values of nursing. Our students support not only the healthcare community, but the community of their student colleagues. More experienced nurses have volunteered their time to work as peer tutors and peer mentors, as our newest students have worked through the first days in the nursing program. These volunteers provided encouragement and guidance through nursing school processes, such as developing a coherent nursing diagnosis or writing their first care plan. Over the past 2 years, these graduates have enriched our community through their volunteerism. They have a shared goal of providing quality patient care while providing the highest standards of professional excellence. They deserve recognition for their generosity and their accomplishments. With the assistance of one of our faculty members, Dr. Jenny Joy, I would like to personally thank and recognize the following graduates for their dedication to volunteering. Graduates, as I call your name, please come to the podium for your recognition. Nicole Deneau. Nicole had 25 hours of contribution to volunteering. Jessica Kamara, 30 hours. Alex Smith with 33 hours. Johnny Morales, 33 hours. Lindsay Bowman, 35 hours. Christine Chu, 36 hours. Tara Rowley, 36 hours. Kelly Lund, 37 hours. Marcella Campmayer, 38 hours. Ethan Gaitan, 41 hours. Cindy Malgar, 41 hours. Kaylin Carr, 42 hours. Sydney Watson, 44 hours. Raquel Simone, 44 hours. Candice Kurth, 44 hours. Christy Vieco, 51 hours. Tina Dojkovic, 54 hours. Deborah Riley Castilla, 63 hours. $6,500. Taylor Woolard, 75 hours. Christina Carmona, 90 hours. John Hernandez, 102. Mara Waynes, 110. And Jennifer LaSalle, 116 hours. At this time, I would like to introduce Professor Linda Loisel, who will be doing a poem reading titled The Nurse's Vow. Thank you, and let's have an additional round of applause for these volunteers.
The nurse's vow. As a nurse, I am the calm for the storm, one voice in a noisy crowd that is somehow miraculously heard. Though I am faced with new challenges every day, I have the power to comfort, invoke trust, nurture the body, revitalize the mind, and quiet the soul. I will use this power to the best of my ability and recognize not only that each day is a blessing, but that every patient, every family member, and every life and death I encounter was set my way for a purpose. In this purpose, you, my patient, are not just a man or a woman. You are a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, someone loves and cherishes you, and I will care for you. I will comfort you, I will feed you, I will hold your hand. But above all, I honor and respect you as a person who is full of worth, full of dignity, full of life's promise, and deserving the highest quality of care that can be given by the union of my intellect and my heart. Our guest speaker, Olga Myshina.
Good evening, dear graduates, faculty, staff, guests, family, and friends. Today, we're celebrating the great achievement of men and women sitting on the stage. Today, we're celebrating change in their lives and the lives of their family. Today, we're celebrating change. 2 years ago, you made a brave decision. You decided to start a journey of Moorpark College nursing program, journey to become a registered nurse. A few days before starting the program, you were invited to attend what we call a boot camp. Boot camp was designed for the current nursing students to share their strategies and tools that help them to succeed in the program with the newcomers. Another goal of the boot camp is to welcome the new students and meet other students in the program. What are some thoughts that come to your mind from the boot camp 2 years ago? Boot camp, there we'll call it if the journey was easy. Some of the feelings that you might recall you experienced on that day: excited, overwhelmed, and let's be honest, plainly scared. Some of the things that you were told on that day were, this would be the most difficult school year. They were not lying about it. You will make the lifelong friends in the program. They sure were right about that. Look around you on the stage and count the new friends that you did make in the program. They also said, these 2 years will change your life. Today, we are celebrating that change. How life has changed in the last 2 years since you came to the boot camp. Ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus said, change is the only constant in life. And nursing school was a sure proof of that. Back to the boot camp. I think I got it. You thought after the day. You started the program. Day 1 went by, day 2 went by, you felt more comfortable. you will start making new friends, got to know people who sit next to you in the classroom, people in your clinical group, and your clinical instructors. Right when you feel comfortable, the lightning strikes. We have to make a change. We need to change your instructor. What? They cannot do this. How's that impossible? Remember that statement in the student handbook and in the course syllabus. Schedule and procedures are subject to change in the event of extenuating circumstances. This is that event. You took a deep breath, you held back your tears, and you moved on. In the last 2 years, you changed your instructors, you changed the clinical side, changed the way you manage your time, organize your school, work, life. Another Greek philosopher, Socrates, said, the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. You built a lot of new in the last 2 years. You gained the knowledge about numerous diseases, practiced nursing in a variety of the clinical and community settings. You learned countless new skills. With that, you developed competence, professionalism, and confidence. As you travel through this journey of nursing school, your life changed. You can wake up at 5 a.m. without calling it an early start. Working 13-hour shift became an ordinary workday. You can recall pathophysiology of the disease process of the patient that you just met that morning. You can recite the information about the medications without actually looking in the drug book. Little time spent with the family became more valuable. You appreciated small things in life, such as having a weekend off, actually off, without studying for the next exam or writing the next paper. You were more grateful to come home, actual home, after taking care of the homeless patient. On the journey of change, you also changed lives of others that you met on your way. People in community, while volunteering in the flu clinic, seniors while volunteering in the senior centers, other students on campus while participating in the health fairs, nursing students who came after you while peer tutoring and mentoring them. Those of you who volunteered in the boot camps repeated the same words, "These 2 years will change your life." Those words instilled hope and, have to admit, a little bit of fear again. You volunteered in the pinning ceremonies of the students ahead of you that inspired and gave you strength and energy to move forward, hoping and wishing that one day it will be you on that stage. And that day came, because today is the day of the celebration of pure strength, courage, and desire for change. This day celebrates the change in your life, career opportunities, financial stabilities for you and your families, opportunities for further education. While on your journey, you change lives of people on the stage, faculty and staff. Your willpower, passion for nursing, kind hearts, and strong personalities will leave an impression in our lives. While on your journey, you change lives of people in the audience, your family and friends. You set up a great example to your child or sibling who saw you studying day after day during the last 2 years and witnessing you graduating from the nursing program today. For those who are first generation to attend college, you just might have set up a new standard in your family. And let's be honest, all your family and friends will feel much safer from now on having you, their private registered nurse, by the side. As you leave today with the Moorpark College graduate after your name, I'm asking you to keep changing yourself and others. Don't be afraid of more challenges coming your way, because challenge will bring an opportunity for growth in your career. Though today we are celebrating this moment as a great achievement, don't let this be your final stop on your educational journey. It is just the beginning. Keep changing others. Don't be afraid to share your fresh out of school knowledge with experienced healthcare professionals. Have your own voice. And when the time comes, mentor the new nurses. How many of you had a preceptor during the program who was a Moorpark College nursing graduate? And when the time comes, come back to teach, like Professor Michelle Dietrich did. And as we see you women our program today, we're extremely proud to contribute these fine nurses to the community of over 400,000 nurses in the state of California. And yes, I do realize that you still need to pass NCLEX to place an RN after your name. But let's be honest, NCLEX should not be a problem after the 2-year-long true boot camp of the nursing program. While some of you are leaving California to start your nursing career, the colleagues of mine helped me to realize that having Moorpark College nursing program graduates in the states of Florida, Tennessee, Idaho, and Indiana is not a sad moment, although I'm still working on getting over it, but a great honor and opportunity to share the culture of Moorpark College with other communities in our country. Congratulations.
And now I would like to ask Professor Clifford to read us about the pinning, to actually explain us the pinning ceremony significance.
Thank you, Professor Missioner. So here we are, all of you excited. Finally, you're going to get to spend some time with graduates. And because for 2 years, many times when you have not seen me, I remember when I was going to nursing school, finding my mother crying one day and saying to me, I live with you, and yet I never get to see you. And I said, okay, Mom, you really miss me that much? I just won't finish school and I'll stay with you all the time. She goes, no, go ahead. So the pinning ceremony has a lot of meaning to a nurse. The nursing pinning is over 1,000 years old, a symbol of service to others. The earliest ancestors of the pin dates back to the Maltese cross, adopted by the Crusaders and worn on their habit as a symbol of service to Christianity. Over the centuries, variations of the Crusader symbols were gradually modified and became a family coat of arms, others symbolizing service to a ruler. By the Renaissance, guilds had adopted coats of arms symbolizing masterful service to the community. The most recent ancestors of the pin did the service to the community. And it's the hospital badge of 100 years ago. It was given by the Hospital School of Nurses to the students to identify them as nurses who were educated to serve the health needs of the society. This symbol of service involves many professional rights and responsibilities. This nursing pin, and we have them all out there, is a type of badge, usually which is made of gold or silver. Ours is made of gold, which is worn by nurses to identify the nursing program from which they have graduated. They're traditionally presented to the newly graduated nurses by the faculty at a pinning ceremony, like this one we're having today, as a symbolic welcome into their profession. It is the rite of passage. When I look at our students here, our graduates now, I am very proud of the group that I see. I was at the boot camp. I saw them all begin. I remember how scared they were, but it was wonderful that there were other students welcoming them. They have actually impressed me. I am the last instructor that they have in theory. I get to see quite a few of them as they're finishing their preceptorship, working hand in hand with graduate nurses, many who have graduated from our program who want to mentor them. What I see is amazing nurses. One of the things that we strongly talk to them about is always being the patient advocate, being the voice for the person who can't speak, being the voice for the person who doesn't understand healthcare, and yet being there. This badge that you have is actually an honor. It actually shows the kind of nurses that you are. It tells you Moorpark is a very strong program. So you have the honor to carry this badge. We're very proud of you. We know that it can have significance sometimes. It's a cross to bear because you have to deal with the very sick, the patient who's dying, spending 13 hours a day in a hospital, not being able to be with your family. But it's also another when you actually care for the people, those in need, and like you heard from the other speakers, you have what it takes. I always say when I look at our graduates, I remember when I first came to teach NS4 and I was reading the philosophy paper, I said to Professor Lee, God, whoever chose these students, that committee really is amazing. And she says, no, it's those who finish, those who show us that they have the courage, they have the determination to become the nurses who actually will carry the baton and keep on helping our communities. So we're very proud of you. And so welcome into the world of actually becoming graduate nurses, now pretty soon registered nurses. And now for the actual pinning of our graduates, Professors Daniela Sankaran and Michelle Dietrich will be presenting the pins.
Lindsay Bowman. Pins by Arnie Zucker, RN, MHA, MSN. I am so thankful for everything I have learned and all the amazing experiences I had during this program. I want to thank my loved ones for always supporting me during the last 2 years. And to my fellow classmates, I couldn't have done it without you guys. We are all going to be amazing RNs. We did it. Jessica Camara. Pinned by Mother Diane Camara, RN. Thank you to all of my friends and family for your love and support over these last 2 years.
Cristina Carmona, MCSNA Volunteer Representative, pinned by Olga Mishina, RN, MSN, PHN. Gracias a mi familia, aquí y en el extranjero, por todo su amor y apoyo. A mi mamá, por ser mi más gran ejemplo de integridad y por siempre enseñarme la importancia de dar servicio a los demás. A mi hermana y hermano, por ser mis amigos y protectores. Last, thank you to all faculty for their guidance and support.
Kaylin Carr. Pinned by grandmother Emmy Klein, RN, BSM. Thank you to my husband, Stephen, and the rest of my amazing family for both encouraging and supporting me throughout the program. I love you all so very much, and I'm beyond excited to celebrate this accomplishment with you.
Mm-hmm.
Christine Chu. MCSNA Treasurer, pinned by Sister Genevieve Chu, RN BSN. Throughout the travel of nursing school and my simultaneous mood swings, my family has stood by me silently, stoic, and supportive. Sometimes I have forgotten to say thank you. My gratitude to everybody, especially to Desiree, for putting up with me, and thanks to my sister Genevieve for the financial support.
Nicole Deneau. Pinned by Michelle Dietrich, RN MSN. Thank you to all my friends and family who helped me get through these past 2 years. A special thank you to my mom for being my biggest cheerleader and supporter. I couldn't have done it without your love and support. Class representative, pinned by Mary Kay Stanistreet, RN. The support and confidence placed in me by my wife and family has been beyond motivational, and for that I say thank you and I love you. Tina Godrevich. Fundraising representative, pinned by Jamie Maxey, RN MSN. Thank you, God, for hearing my many prayers. To my husband Daniel and my 2 amazing kids, Michael and Callie. I love and appreciate you so much. A special thanks to my family, especially my parents and Christy for watching over my babies and for providing much help, much needed emotional support. And to my nursing buddies, we did it.
Claudia González. Karen. Quiero darle gracias a mi familia por el apoyo que me han dado todo este tiempo que he ido a la escuela. También quiero darle gracias a mis compañeros, a mis maestros y a las enfermeras y enfermeros que me han guiado en mi jornada para llegar a ser enfermera. Todos me dieron cariño, amor y respaldo para contribuir a poder llegar hasta aquí. Yo estoy muy bendecida y tengo muchas gracias, mi amor.
I remember getting that call in October of 2015 that I had been accepted to this nursing program, and here I am today graduating. My husband, my parents, my in-laws, my friends, and the rest of my family have provided never-ending encouragement, support, and motivation these past 2 years. I stand here today because of them. Thank you.
John Hernandez. Pinned by Mother Mary Hernandez, RN. I would like to thank my family for all their love and support during nursing school, especially my mom. Thank you for all that you have done for me during the past 2 years. I could have not done this without you. Also, thank you to all my professors and classmates for the support. I will miss you all. Good luck. Olivia Hicks. NCSNA Secretary, pinned by Jennifer Dick, RN BSN. for believing in me and supporting me through what has been the hardest but most rewarding part of my life. Special shout out to my parents for handling my mood swings like champs. I love you all, and to us new nurses, we did it. Pamela James. RN, MSN, PHS. Thank you to my amazing family and friends for always supporting me these last 2 years. And thank you, Everett and Audrey, for being understanding when I had to miss a football game or a dance recital. You are the reasons I work so hard. You inspire me, you motivate me, you make me a better nurse, and I love you always.
Marcela Camp Mayer. En primer lugar, quiero agradecer a mi padre, que me brindó apoyo incondicional a lo largo de mi vida, especialmente desde que decidí emprender este viaje. I also thank my family, friends, and nursing family who have provided valuable support. Lastly, thank you, dear mother, for watching over me from heaven, and I know you're proud of me.
Alexander Kelly, MCS. People may forget what you did for them. People may forget what you said to them. But people never forget how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. Thank you to God, family, mentors, friends, faculty, and classmates for all your support, cheer, and knowledge.
Thank you so much to my family, friends, and the Moorpark College nursing faculty and staff. I couldn't have made it without you. And congratulations to my awesome classmates. We did it.
Hoorah, CB! Hoorah!
Chris Kovacevic. NCSNA class representative, pinned by Danny Rincon, RN. Don't just do what makes you happy. Do what makes you great. Do what's uncomfortable and scary and tough and hard, but pays off in the long run. Be willing to fail. Fail in the way, in the place where you would be proud to fail. Fail, pick yourself up, and fail again. Without these struggles, what is your success anymore? Candace Cruz. S&A IPC representative, photographer. Pinned by Sister Sarah Coates, RN BSN. I'm about to embark on the most challenging and rewarding career, and I'm so excited for it. I have dreamed of this day, and now it's real. To all those who dealt with me for the past 2 years, thank you. To my 2 daughters, Lily and Maura, anything is possible. Never give up on your dreams. I love you. Jennifer LaSalle, MCSNA co-president. Pinned by Martin Butcher, RN, MHA, MSN. Thank you so much to my family and friends who have supported me on this nursing journey, especially my parents, Don and Gail, and my 2 beautiful children, Nicholas and Sophia. I also would like to thank all of the faculty that have supported and taught us so much. Lastly, to this amazing class of 2017, we did it. Kelly Lund. Marie Curie once said, life is not easy for any of us. We must have perseverance and above all, confidence in ourselves. We must believe that we are gifted for something and this thing must be attained. I'd like to thank my family, friends, and faculty for their support so I could maintain this thing that I must be a nurse.
Uriel Martínez.
Justin Millay. RN, MHA, MSN. Thank you, everyone.
Uriel Martínez. Gracias a mi madre, Cristina, por incontables horas de arduo trabajo. La vida nos separó por muchos años. Tuviste que soportar muchas dificultades para darme educación y las venciste todas. Gracias Dios por darme a la mejor madre del mundo. También quiero agradecer a mi abuela Piña por todo el grandioso apoyo. Dios las bendiga a las dos. Cindy Melgar. Cindy Commissioner, RN, MSN, PHN. To my Lula and Dad, you guys are the best parents ever. Thank you for supporting me through everything. Without you, I could never achieve my dreams. Love you. Frankie, thanks for being the best little brother ever. Michael, thank you for your patience and understanding throughout this journey. Love you. Abuela y abuelo, voy a ser una verdadera enfermera. Lo hice.
Johnny Morales. Tim 5, Auto Wins, MSN, RN. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. Go. Thank you to all my classmates that helped me through this process. Thank you to all the staff for sharing your knowledge and your guidance. Riley Castilla. MCSNA Volunteer Representative, picked by Olga Mishna, RN, MSN, PHN. Thank you to my daughter, family, friends for the constant encouragement. To my best friend who didn't want me to say anything, I could have not done this without you. You brought me food when I couldn't budge from the couch while